Call the meeting to order. And at this time, I'm going to ask Wilson Cates to open us in prayer. If we can all stand, please.
Bow your heads, please. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day, Lord. Thank you for allowing us another time to come together and make plans for the city of Livingston, Lord Jesus. Please be with our leaders as they make decisions for the good of all of our people here in the city. Lead, guide, and direct us, Lord, as we try to keep you first with all of our decisions. We'll give you all the praise and the glory and the honor today and forevermore. In Jesus' name, amen.
Bruce, you want to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Okay, Ms. Phyllis, will you do a roll call, please?
Vice Mayor Dale,
Present.
Alderman Elder,
I'm here.
Alderman Langford, Alderman Linder,
Here.
Alderman Proctor,
Here.
Alderman Rubel.
Here.
All present except Alderman.
Okay, and everyone did well using their mics, but please, if we discuss anything tonight, please turn your mic on so we can hear it on the recording. Okay, next we have approving the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Okay, I have a motion to approve by Rex Dale. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, second by Alderman Bill Linder. Let's vote. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, next on the agenda, we have public comments. Do I have anyone present for any public comments? Okay, seeing that there is no one there. We have, next is additions or deletions to the agenda, and actually I do have some additions. So I need to, the main reason we did our public hearing today was to increase the certified tax rate, and I forgot to put in there that we need to do the resolution for that. So I'm going to put that as number 1 on old business, and then we'll make the bid number 2. And then I want to add in on new business the report on the condition of our public pool. We have a couple of people here to talk about that. And then I need to add, I do have Ken Warner here to read our Purple Heart proclamation because it's Purple Heart Month. So I would make that 2 on new business. And then I'm going to move the resolution for the Tennessee ECD. That is number 1 on new business right now. It'll be number 3, and we will add in there also the resolution for the engineering firm there. So we'll just move the other 2 down the line. Do I have a motion to add these items to the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, motion by Bill Linder.
I'll second.
And second by Lance Rubel. All in favor? Aye. Okay, motion passes. Okay, next I'm going to we're going to read and discuss the resolution for adoption of the tax rate. So resolution number 2025-8-2 is the resolution for the mayor and board of aldermen to the town of Livingston adopting the actual tax rate exceeding the state certified rate by 0.05. The town of Livingston Board of Mayor and Aldermen, acting as a town council, hereby adopts and confirms an actual tax rate of 1.1396, which will exceed the certified tax rate of 1.0896 by 0.05, as reflected in the town's fiscal year budget 2025 and 2026. Do I have a motion on the table to adopt this resolution?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Bill Linder,
I'll second it.
second by Alderman Bruce Elder. Is there any discussion? Okay, if there's no discussion, let's do a roll call, please.
Alderman Elder,
Yes.
Alderman Linder,
Yes.
Alderman Proctor,
Yes.
Alderman Rubel,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Dale.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda is we're revisiting the bid on the Hillcrest Drive booster station. You guys have this in front of you from Wascon. They did clarify a couple of issues. We have option A, which is to repair. We have option B, which was to replace the pump. I think we had a fair amount of discussion about this the last time. You guys can see the pricing on there. The repair was $11,788, and the replacement was $21,110. They did put some notes at the bottom. I did ask about shipping, which they said it was difficult because of not knowing actually which direction we were going to go. They said they didn't think it would exceed $500. They said if it did, they would cover that, but they thought it would be even less than $500.
What do you guys recommend, repairing or replacing?
Well, I think we had talked about this the last time that, and when I talked to the water department on it last time, and I think Eric was here, and I don't know if he explained that, but he felt like replacement was probably going to be our best choice because we may just be back in a similar situation again. And I know, I mean, it's a lot of money, but in the big, from repairs in the water department, it's not, excessive on the replacement.
I will make a motion to go with option B, just the pump replacement.
Okay, we have a motion on the table by Rex Dale to go with option B, which is replacement of the pump. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, and second by Bill Linder. Any further discussion?
Yeah, I did have one, I forgot. This is coming out of water department, right?
Yes. Okay, if there is no further discussion, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, next on the agenda is we have Clint Melton here, who is going to talk about the pool as from two entities. He's actually very involved with parks and president of our chamber. I think you're president of the park board right now. I might have said that incorrectly. So I'm going to let him just talk a little bit about the pool, and then Michael Hayes is also, I don't know which one of you guys is going to go first. He's going to talk about some of the condition of the pool specifically.
Just push it one time. I think I got it.
Let me just say this first. One of the reasons, too, we are trying to apply for some grant money, which for improvement of our parks and pool, and I felt like you guys really needed to know our concerns about the pool, and maybe get some comments out in the community, concerns about the pool as well. Before we apply for the grant, they want to know all the concerns of the community.
Okay, so we can start with the slideshow here. This is our deck when we come into the city pool. When you walk out to the pool, guys, our deck is it's shot. As you can see, the cracks in the deck as you walk through the pool. We've got several of those. Like I said, it's just deteriorating really bad, and it's becoming a trip hazard as well. And it's time to do some maintenance, the pool's it's 45 years old, and I don't know if we've done a lot of maintenance since the pool's been open, but we're definitely due to do some maintenance at the city pool if we're going to continue to operate it. You want to show some more? These are some more cracks that we have on the deck and around the pool. You can see that's around the diving board. You can see that patch there on the far side of the right. That's actually where the jets go into the pool. So we've got so many leaks in the pool right now. We're running 2 water hoses to keep the pool up, okay? And we have to use a fire hydrant at times to keep the pool full. So we've got leaks. We don't know which direction they're coming from. It could be in the plumbing that's coming from the pump house to the pool. Don't know. That's something we're going to have to get a leak detection company to come up here and do to find out where we're leaking that for sure. That's just more pictures of the deck around the pool. Like I said, the concrete's ate up. This is inside of the 3-foot area. As you can see, the concrete inside the pool's chipping away. We've got a slide or slides broke that we're going to have to replace next season or take it down. Like I said, inside the pool area, as you can kind of see these pictures here, that's what we're working with. So we don't really know exactly where the water is going. This is our pump house, okay? As you can see, our old filtration system there, the first picture on the left, it's old, very, very, very old. All of this needs to be replaced. That's our plumbing. As you can see, we've got a strap holding stuff together, but that's basically what we're working with at the city pool, and all of that needs to be replaced. And the pool's good for the community, and I would like to see the city in the future do something with this. And the last picture here is what's sad is our 2-foot kiddie pool is not operational. It's just, we've got leaks, we can't keep water in it, and when we try to fill it up, we're losing water from the city pool. Basically, we've made it's basically a deck over it so no kid falls into it or gets hurt. So we've got some major issues at the city pool, and it needs to be addressed in the future. I'll turn it over to Clint Melton.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank y'all for letting me come speak. I'm sorry for my attire. I just came from football practice, so I am on the ballpark board and Chamber of Commerce and own a business here in town. And my family visits and uses the pool area on a regular basis every year. Being on the ballpark board, I talk to a lot of people, and over the last year I had a lot of comments just about the condition of the pool area, and a lot of it is safety minded. Mike showed the condition of the deck, the concrete deck. It's chipping away, and not only is it chipping away and causing safety hazards, but it's also very hot. There's a lot of things, issues with that. But that stuff's really not in question, just because everybody can see that. To me, the comments and stuff that I've had, they're not bad. I think that everyone wants something that they can be proud of, something that they can use, something that the city be proud of. Being raised here in Livingston, owning a business here, we want Livingston to be vibrant. We want Livingston to have the best and have something that can be proud of. And I think that doing something to help our pool, something to help our kiddie section, bring it back, maybe a splash pad area, something there to invite the kids in, be family friendly right there. I think that would go a long ways for our city, and it would be great to provide fun and safe opportunities for our residents and our kids to help improve their health too, because swimming is great exercise in the summer. I think that would help a lot of our kids and our adults, all of our residents maintain and improve their health every year. Like I said, a splash pad or something of that nature could go right in that kiddie pool area, we believe, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me and ask me about that. So I wanted to pass along some of the stuff that I've heard from the community as being on the ballpark board and being over there. You know, I applaud you guys and the city for what they've done, what you've already started to do there with the pickleball courts. If you drive by there and see, the pickleball courts are full at all times. They look great. It looks amazing. And just, this is a continued step to making that part where the pool is that much better and making the whole area better. There's many times where I drive by or when I go to the pool and there's a bus there, and there's kids coming from all over, not just our area. We want kids from our area. We want people from our area, but people will come here from everywhere, especially if we've got something really nice. The deck's, there's not much else to say about the deck there. It can be done, especially if we can do something with grant money, as the mayor alluded to. If the grant funds are out there and we can apply for those, I think that's really what the steps take there. That's what the community's looking for, and it's kind of a situation where we've got the great looking pickleball courts. They're being used. They're being everything. Let's continue and let's go down that road and make it all look good, because you got one area that's kind of looking not so good here, and another one is looking great. And I think the community sees that, and they will come out and they will be all for this. So I don't have much else to say, but if you have any questions or anything, I'll answer any questions that you have if there's anything else.
I think even the fencing around it needs to be done as well. And, one of the things that I wanted to promote, I grew up at the pool, so, it's kind of a big interest for me. But, kids need to learn how to swim. Period. They need to know how to swim. So that's, another place I'm coming from. We need this to stay in good condition.
They do. Swimming lessons is big over there. During the summer, when we have swimming lessons, there's kids all over the place coming to learn to swim. I remember I learned to swim at the Livingston City Pool, and several more of us did too as well. And the pool's big. The city of Cookeville buses kids up here to our pool. They're up here twice a week, and they're probably bringing 75 to 100 kids every time they come. Okay, actually got an email this afternoon from the Leisure Services Department, just talking about, the city pool and stuff, how they don't have one, but they bring their kids up to our pool. So it's really big, and like I said, I'd just like to see the council if we can get some grant money, Mayor, maybe we can do something with that.
Are there grants out there for us? And
Well, we're applying right now. We're in the grant season right now. So there's one in particular that, I know it could be a long shot, but because they don't award it, they don't award a lot of them, but we're still gonna apply for it. The development district's doing that for us. It's no charge to us, but there's things that we want to provide to them so they know how big the need is for us to be awarded that.
Necessary for our little community, and it's something that it's a summer activity that so many people can take advantage of, and it complements the ballpark over there, and it goes with everything that is involved with summer fun for children. So I think it's something we've got to support. So. And
I think, Bruce, going along with that, if you'll look through some of the stuff I've talked about, we could have aerobics classes over there, for everybody to come over and just do swimming, things of that nature. Just look over it. There's several different things we can do to get people there, and people would really enjoy coming over there.
Is there shade over there, any shade? 'Cause
So-
shade's pretty important in the summertime months.
It
for
is, it
Mothers
is.
and their small
It is.
children and.
We need some shade,
Yeah.
Bruce, we
So
need some shade.
Get some buildings built up that.
Just some
that
pavilions,
provide some
maybe,
shade. Yeah,
what would you
yeah.
say, Clint? Maybe if we had a couple pavilions over there. We've got to lean off the side of the building, but you can't get 15 people under it. I mean, if we had some more shade, that would be great, so.
Mayor, who is pursuing the grants? Is your office or?
We met with the Development District last week, and to start the process, and I have like 4 pages of things to do to show the need for it. Letters of support would be great. If anybody wants to volunteer to write a letter supporting that, send them our way, for us to send in with the application.
I just want somebody good following it, because
So-
it takes a while to get, well, we all know that.
Yeah, it does.
Takes 2 years to
Yeah,
get anything.
Yeah, it does. So, okay. Clint's got one more thing.
I've got one more.
Okay.
Do you have a blueprint layout, what you would like to see done, and possible prices?
So, I've gave Mayor Burnett some quotes on some things, as far as like from Wascon, the pumps, the filtration system. But actually, we looked at putting a liner inside of the pool, which would be a little bit cheaper. So I have presented some prices to the mayor on what it would cost. Not for sure if I've gave her the one on the concrete or not, but don't hold me to that.
I don't have the one on the concrete. I do
Okay.
have a liner, which is not guaranteed, if we're going to apply, we're going to go big,
Right.
because I think we need to, the liner might be something that wouldn't last near as long. We need something long
Yeah,
lasting,
give
I
her,
think.
give her
so.
your big wish list and see, break it down from there. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll put
that's
it
the
all
plan.
together, and maybe I can come back and present what concrete and everything from head to toe, what it will cost, so.
Yeah, and if you have all the layout and everything, when they get ready for the grant, you're not scrambling to get it in and everything, you've got it all planned out and you're ready to go.
Okay.
So just heads up.
Yeah, and it would be a good idea to put some sails that are up like down at the park, for people.
Some what is it, Arno?
Sails, the shade
Yeah,
canvas.
yes.
Yeah.
Those would be perfect.
Yeah, that's something we need.
The only thing I was going to say, add to what I was said, was a lot of times people can look at issues and you see them as issues, but you can also look at these issues and see them as opportunities. And I think this is an opportunity for our city to do something right here that can be special. And so that's kind of how I want to look at it. On that piece of paper in front of you, there's a lot, like Mike said, there's a lot of ideas on there that where the pool can even be used out of season, or we can use the pool area even during the winter time or fall or early spring, that kind of thing. I mean, it can have LED lights and be used later on in the night. There's a lot of different things that we can do with the pool, and I think we can look at those as opportunities to improve our city for our residents and our community. So that's all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Collins.
Thank you, guys. We'll kind of keep you updated if we get any, and we may need some help. So I'll let you, once we read through, like I said, I just got the paperwork last week, and once we read through everything, we'll go from there. So, okay. And this was just an information session, not a vote or anything. I just want y'all to be aware. So thank you both for coming and presenting that. So, okay, next up. We have Ken Werner, who is the commander of the American Legion, and this is Purple Heart Month, and we have signed a proclamation, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing.
Thank you, Mayor Burnett. Just to give you a little history of this, I belong to an organization out of Nashville called Creative Vets. I was out on a songwriting deal last November, Veterans Day, and met a young gentleman, a retired master sergeant, combat medic. I brought him out here for our Memorial Day program, and at the time, he asked me, he says, do you think city of Livingston would want to be a Purple Heart city? I said, well, let's find out. Mayor's right there. I'll introduce you to the mayor. So I introduced Mayor to Matthew Sims. That's how this all got started. From that point on, it's snowballed. The city's going to be a Purple Heart city. Our American Legion post is going to be the first American Legion post in Tennessee to be a Purple Heart post. The VFW is going to be a Purple Heart post, the second VFW post in Tennessee, and Sparta's joining in. And we're all sharing expenses to bring this gentleman. He drives from Fort Sill, Oklahoma, to do stuff like this. His last tour in Afghanistan, he got wounded 3 times. But that's how this all got started. And I'm going to read the proclamation that the city has come up with. Whereas the city of Livingston, Tennessee, and our community have great admiration and utmost gratitude for all men and women who have and are selfishly serving their country in this community in the armed forces. And whereas veterans have paid the high price of freedom by leaving their families and communities and placing themselves in harm's way for the good of all. And whereas the contributions and sacrifices of the men and women who served the armed forces have been vital in maintaining the freedoms and way of life enjoyed by our citizens. And whereas many men and women in uniform have given their lives while serving in the armed forces, and whereas citizens of our country have received the Purple Heart as a result of being wounded or killed while engaged in combat with an enemy force, construed as a singular meritorious act of essential service, and whereas the city of Livingston seeks to remember and recognize veterans who are recipients of the Purple Heart. And whereas I proclaim the city of Livingston to be a Purple Heart city, honoring the service and sacrifice of our nation's men and women in uniform wounded or killed by the enemy while serving to protect our freedoms. Now, therefore, be it resolved on this 30th day of June, 2025, I, Lori Elder Burnett, Mayor, support the city of Livingston becoming a Purple Heart city in recognition of our community's Purple Heart recipients. Signed, Lori Elder Burnett, Mayor. The ceremony itself is going to take place August 29th down at the park, that Rotary Stage at 9 o'clock. I encourage all of you, if you know of any Purple Heart recipient, please encourage them to be there at this ceremony. It's going to be quite an ordeal for not only the city, but for these 3 posts that are involved. And I really thank you for stepping forward, all of you, to get this done. For the city, to me it means a lot. The posts, it opens up grant opportunities for us. So we're looking at helping veterans and our community in whatever way we can. And I thank you very much.
Thank you, and thanks for reading the proclamation. And we're excited to have the ceremony on August 29th at 9 o'clock. So if you can be there, please do, to honor our veterans. So you can have that. Okay. 9. Okay. Next up, Ray, you're going to be on. We're going to be reading a couple of resolutions about our Livingston Industrial Park. Oh, hang on. Rebecca, are you muted? Is he muted?
Am I on now?
You're on now.
All right, so you want me to give the Reader's Digest version, or actually, should we read the resolutions?
You can do the Reader's Digest version.
So, you all will recall that we had applied for a Tennessee Department of Economic and Community Development Site Development Grant back in March. Made a presentation in Nashville in June, and on the 23rd of July, we were notified by the governor and commissioner that Livingston was awarded a $1 million grant for improvements to the city's last remaining industrial park lot. It's a little bit of an unusual thing in that they awarded us more than we asked for, but encouraged us to do some additional work as well. So The first resolution is simply authorizing the mayor to enter into contract with the state for this grant, and also approving the match. This is a 90-10 grant match, so our grant match is $111,111. And so the first resolution is to approve that and let us proceed forward with the state. I would ask for a favorable consideration.
We had previously agreed to a $75,000 match, but with the increase to $1 million, it's just additional approximately $35,000, whatever that math is, to add to that, because when they called and asked if we wanted more money, we get more for what's needed out there to bring in industry.
I'll make a motion to approve
Okay.
and accept the grant.
Motion made by Rexdale.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Whoever said it.
Second by Arno Proctor. Is there any further discussion? Okay. Let's take a vote on this.
Alderman Linder,
Yes.
Alderman Proctor,
Yes.
Alderman Rubel,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Dale,
Yes.
Alderman Elder,
Yes.
motion passed.
Okay, Ray?
So the second resolution is related. It's a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with Kimley Horn to provide engineering services for this project. We solicited requests for qualifications. We had 3 firms that submitted. The mayor, myself, and Amanda reviewed those 3 firms, and I will say it was close, but Kimley Horn came out on top. I have known them for years as a really good transportation firm, but when we saw the industrial work that they have done and are doing now, including the Blue Oval project in the state's big industrial park in West Tennessee, they were just really impressive. And so we're asking you to allow the mayor to enter into an agreement with Kimley Horn in the amount of $125,800, 90% of which will be paid for out of the grant. And I would again ask your favorable consideration of this resolution.
Now, where exactly is this?
Bruce, this is it's actually a 14.5 acre or 14.9 acre site in the city industrial park across from Hutchinson.
The old mud hole.
The old mud hole.
It is the only remaining publicly owned industrial property in Oakland County.
Gotcha. Yeah, Keith Smith will later hear that. They don't know the joke.
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Motion made by Bill Linder,
I'll second that one.
second by Bruce Elder. All in favor? Okay, motion passes. Okay. Anybody have anything else for Ray before we let Mr. Ray Evans get off Zoom if he wants to?
Thank you.
Thanks, Ray. Okay, next up is Gene Gant, representative of the Main Street Historic District, and going to do a little chamber report because Zach had county meeting tonight as well.
Yeah, Zach sends his regards. He couldn't make it tonight. So a couple of things I just want to update you on. First of all, as you know, the courthouse construction is progressing.
When are you going to get the dang thing done?
2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah. No, I think it's on schedule, and I think everything's looking good. So far, the weather's held up. We've had remarkably good success with moving the merchants and building owners off the squares, asking them to park elsewhere, and we've had plenty of parking spaces available. I don't think anybody's had any downturn in business as a result of it. We were very concerned about that, but it looks really good. A lot of work going on up there, and I'm taking daily pictures out my window, so I'll have that all documented at the very end, so it'll be something to see. We just completed our this year's series of our Live in Livingston concerts. We had 2 concerts back to back, one last Saturday, one the Saturday before. They were very well attended. We had a lot of great comments. People from out of town who had come to these concerts. I found out some of these folks are coming every time we have a concert. They're coming to Livingston for our concerts, and they follow us. And so they're very complimentary of our park, our venue, the way we put it together. We didn't have any major issues and no complaints that I know of. Main Street is currently reviewing and getting ready to apply for, as the mayor said, it's grant season. There is a Main Street 2025 Downtown Improvement Grant that we are going to apply for. It's between $50,000 and $500,000. We will put together the best package we can, and hopefully we'll be as lucky as we were with the industrial site grant as well. Planning is underway for Christmas in the country. We've got, another big year coming up. If you remember last year, we did the individual Christmas trees around the square in addition to the lights that we put up. That had great reviews, and we've sold more trees this year to put out, and it'll be bigger and better than it was last year. We also, in October, the Arts Council will have the open air art festival again this year. We have applicants that are coming from far and wide all over the United States. We've got some attention, and people coming from Wisconsin, from New England, from all different areas of the country to compete in that contest. So that's become a big draw for us as well. And the grant we were talking about, if we do get that, it's a 25% match. It's good for the facades of the buildings. There's a park and community service piece of it as well. Again, all of it within the historic district, but we're hopeful that we'll get that. Other than that, I don't have anything. If you have any questions other than when's it going to be finished. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Gene. You can just drive by daily and look at the progress. Okay, last but not least on the agenda, we have the water plant roof bids before us. You guys can see that we advertised, both of the bids were, they came back with all the elements that we had included in the advertisement for the bid. The first one was Genesis Roofing for $18,300, and the second one was Dutch Boys Construction for $23,796. So we just need to, that roof needs to be.
I'm not familiar with the companies. I mean, both of them reputable.
Yes, and those were the only 2 that bid on that project too. We have a building out by the water plant, right on the water. That it's something that has to be done, but it's a specific material that has to be done on that little building that sits on the edge of the lake. So.
There's significant difference in the bids. Do we know the references on both these companies?
Yes, yeah, and that came, our insurance people went out because we wanted to make sure there wasn't any damage or anything, but we have checked both of them out and they're both bonded, so. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion, we accept the bid from Genesis Roofing of $18,300.
Okay. All right, we have a motion to accept Genesis Roofing of $18,300 from Bruce Elder. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
And a second from Lance Rubel. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Okay, any other business?
Last but not least, motion to adjourn.
Okay, we have a motion to adjourn by Rex Dale. Do I have a second? I'll second. Okay, second by Bill Linder. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes.